heard from so many, but let's hear from the General himself.
Thank you all. Nothing like this has ever happened to me before, so I'm not just sure how to address it. I remember one time when we were Air Force Village West, and we sponsored a very popular golf tournament. And one year I won a prize for being closest to the hole and number 2. The second year I got a prize for being the oldest golfer. And somehow it was more enjoyable to be the winner of the closest to the hole. I get asked all the time, well, what did you do to live so long? And I tell them that I think it's just God's will, and sometimes I wonder whether He's rewarding me or punishing me. It was 107 years, and it was really a great run for me. My wife was an Army brat. She loved and understood the military. My kids enjoyed growing up in the military, except when they made the football team in their high school and had to change schools. So I met a new girl. And we lived in great places, met great people, exposed to different cultures, like Morocco and Libya, North Africa, and Texas. As far as I'm concerned, my career was wonderful. I have 10,000 hours in my logbook. I flew over 32 different airplanes, and Uncle Sam paid for the gas. And I flew things from the biplane Stearman to the supersonic jets, from the wooden airplanes to the 8-engine B-52, and I loved it all. My last assignment was Deputy Chief of Staff for Logistics in the Air Force. And the first thing every morning we met with the Chief of Staff. At that time, the Logistics Report of Vietnam was top on our list. Every morning the staff met with the Chief of Staff to get alert into what was going on in our area of expertise, so that he wouldn't get surprised. And I looked around the table, and there were 2 people sitting there on the staff, my staff members, that were aces of World War II, fighter aces of World War II. They had silver stars. They had DFCs with silver clusters, meaning they had 10. And I sat there with an air medal with 4 oak leaf clusters, and it was hard to feel a little demeaned by that. Then one day I thought, I flew every airplane they told me to fly, I flew it where they told me to go, and I flew it to the best of my abilities. And I think that's sort of the essence of life. We get our job, we do it to our best of our abilities, and that's what we can do. So to all of you, Mayor, I'm so pleased to meet you. And of course, Elmer Dada, Camille Dada, is an old friend, and he's done so much for the city and the museum, and he's been properly recognized too. To the commissioners and all, to the blue people in the blue uniform, thank you very much. And to the Patriots, who have no agenda other than love and country and support of the veterans. Thank you all. I appreciate it.